What's going on, family? Hey, life be life, man. My man says his insurance went up from $190 a month to right at $500 a month. Some people can't afford his mortgage. There's a lot going on, man, in this show here, man. Let's get into it. Life be lifing.
All right, I'm really not fucking sure what world these fucking greedy companies think we're living in. Because I just got off the phone with my car insurance company. I drive a 2018 Jeep Compass as a 48-year-old man in Kentucky with Geico. For the last year, I had been paying around $190 a month for the bare minimum liability, which I thought was pretty fucking high.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
Until I got my auto pay text today. Because, see, my shit's up for renewal. You know how much Geico wants to charge me now?
How much?
$544 fucking dollars a month. So I call him. That's got to be a clerical error, right? Nope, just got off the phone. You've got all the discounts, everything. That's as low as we can fucking go. What world do they think we're fucking living in? Where somebody has an additional $400 fucking dollars a month right now?
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. You got any speeding tickets or some Deweys on there? Or, that's a lot of increase, man. That's a lot. I know they jumping up $50 to $100 a month easily, but man, you talking about almost $400 a month. That is ridiculous. Yeah, I'd be a little deterred with that one, man. But it is what it is, man. Right now, our back is against the wall with the greed of the corporations right now, and then we can do it, pay it or leave. That's all I can see, man. Drop them or try to find somewhere else. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
Do you know how weird it is that housing is now in the category of Lamborghinis, yachts, private jets? It's now a luxury item. When we were millennials growing up, most of our friends, their parents owned a house. It was just normal. For the younger folks seeing this who didn't grow up in that era, we never in a million years thought if we got a job, worked our asses off, and saved money that we wouldn't be able to afford a house. It was never a thought. It was just business as usual. Like, oh yeah, I'll buy a house. Oh yeah. It would even be casual. When you're at dinner or talking, like even years ago, someone's like, yeah, I bought a house. And you're like, oh, cool, where at? Just as if you bought a car. Now it's like, you got a house? What do you do for work? Like now it's like, oh, what, you own a Lamborghini? What do you do for work? How weird that the house is now a luxury. The Gen Alpha is going to be the first generation, because most of them, I would assume, are growing up in rentals, that they're just going to think of a house as like, oh, you have to be like a really skilled high income earner to own. Like renting is just the normal thing that Americans do.
I can see that, man, because homes are so expensive right now, but the paychecks has not increased like that to be able to afford and maintain. If you can afford one, can you maintain it? It's still a big difference right there. So yes, I can see where they're saying buying a home, purchasing a home would be a luxury, man. It's like you're right, buying a Lamborghini or something at this date and time. But it is what it is, man. Let's move to the next one.
We can't trade all our time for money, and this money ain't even getting us by. We spending all this time get these checks, and these checks the checks don't even last. Let's talk about how the checks don't even last you 2 full weeks no more. The check be gone in like 2 days, or it be gone in that first week. It be gone in the first week. We need to talk about how the check be gone within the first week. Literally. It's honestly ridiculous. And to think like you spending 40 hours of your week, or hell, you might be even doing more time, and you still don't got enough. You still struck. That's why I'd rather lose out temporarily on some money if I know that what I'm creating and what I'm doing can lead me to more money. I would rather just take the loss in that moment and just struggle for that little bit, because I'm telling you right now, I done talked to older people. I didn't talk to older people in my family who just stayed working their jobs for years. And now that they in retirement age, or they can't no longer work because of health concerns, literally like they regret it. Like they wish they would have did something other than just give all.
give all their time to a job. She said somehow the AI cut it off. However, man, I'm a big believer. I've seen people stay in jobs 30, 40 years, man. One dude say he was in his company in the same job, same company, that same job for 44 years, man. And they end up still couldn't retire comfortably. So I'm like, you traded your time for a paycheck, and your bosses and the owner probably got a chance to retire. And you retire, but now you retire from that job, but now you got to go over here and be a Walmart greeter, man. So yeah, I'm a widow girl on that, man. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and do you, save where you can save and live within your means. But what I'm getting at is retirement is pretty much what you make it. If you want to sit back and just be a hot dog cart salesman all day, you know what I mean? You have to determine that, man. You have to determine you want to retire until you want to work for somebody in 10 years, then turn around and quit and retire. Say, I'm retired. Hey, you can do what you want to do in this life. You're going to have to take your own retirement in your own hands at this particular time, because they already say Social Security going to be gone in by 2035 or something like that. So, and they used to count on that at all. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
How did we lose stuff like pensions? That's my question. I really want someone to explain to me in the comments like how we lost these basic rights as a workforce. I see a lot of people comment on my videos because I've been talking more and more about jobs and stuff like that. People don't have benefits, people don't have healthcare, they don't have PTO, people are not having like pensions, retirement plans, any of this stuff. How did we electively as a country work for these places and endorse these places and stay with these places that don't give us all these benefits that like another company might? That's just something that's so strange to me. And a lot of local places, I understand if you don't get maternity leave or you don't get something like that, although you should because it's like a legal right. That was a bad example. Some places don't give PTO. I worked at this one place that you had to work there a year before you could get 5 days of PTO, and you had to earn those 5 days across the whole year. So you'd get like 2 hours every bi-weekly or something like that. But how did we give up these rights?
By being manipulated, by being they created the 401k to get rid of the pension. Now, when you tell me a company ain't giving but 5 days, I done heard of companies giving 5 days or a year PTO. There ain't no way I'm working there. Ain't no way with all going on in this world and the pressures and the stress. Ain't no way you need 5 days a month at this particular point. But yes, it's a lot of companies out here don't give health benefits. Dental, they don't give none of that, man. So I don't know where we went wrong on it. I think people just was happy to be working for a company and or a certain company, and they was willing to take it. And then when the owners or the board see that, hey, well, we can get these people for this a little bit cheaper. We ain't got to give them benefits. We can cut their PTO. They just took advantage of it and kept rolling, and it became a norm at that. But it is what it is, man. But yes, if you ain't give me at least 20 some days a month right after it, there ain't no way I'm working for you, period. But let's move to the next one.
Messages to the Uber and Lyft riders that don't have no car, for whatever your reasons are. When you get in people's car and they greet you, hey, how you doing, ma'am? Hey, how you doing, sir? And you get in there and you don't say nothing.
It's a lot of people like that, though.
Then when they safely get you to your destination, and when you get ready to get out and they say, have a great day, thank you, and you proceed to get out their car and don't say nothing, you know that's rude, right? You know that's rude.
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
If someone is kind to you in their car, because you ain't got no car, for whatever those reasons are, that you had to pay to get you to and from wherever it was, and you gonna get in somebody's car and be rude.
Well, not all cultures speak.
It's time for you to get your own car.
Yeah, it could be time for you to get your own car, but a lot of people can't afford it. A lot of people don't talk to people these days, man. Especially I know a lot of young people, man, they don't know how to even hold a conversation. They be talking about Snapchat and they texting each other, and I be seeing my kids like that. I'm like, just pick up the phone after about the third text. I'm like, pick up the phone, let's communicate. But a lot of people don't even like to talk to people anymore, and especially up north, man. You can't even look in the cat face, man. They ask you what you looking at. So It's something different about being in Southern hospitality. We always speaking. We always say, "Hey, have a great day." You know, I do that now. I don't care if you white, black, Asian, Mexican. If we make eye contact, I'm gonna definitely greet you in some type of way. But it is what it is. But not everybody got that spirit, Ma. Let's move to the next one.
They invited me over here. Look at this house. Look at this house. Look at this shit. Hold on. Cause this, look at this shit.
That's a dirty house.
Look at it. Look at this shit. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Smell like straight piss. All this food. You invited me over here. The fuck? Where's the light at? Yeah, I gotta look at this shit. The flows, the wig.
Wow, that's nasty.
Take me home. Take me home.
Let's take you. You should have your car.
I'm ready to go.
You should have a car.
I can't do it. This ain't gonna work. Your house stank as fuck. Your house stank. Yeah, come on out the bathroom.
What do you want me to do?
Your house stank. You talking about what I want you to do. You invited me over this dirty ass shit. This shit dirty as fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Nasty.
Okay,
You nasty. You nasty. Ain't no stop nothing. You nasty.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I walk in somebody's house and their house looking like that, especially if you inviting me over, I'm walking right back out. If your house is dirty, I'm thinking your body's dirty. You nasty. You know what I mean? So I'm not even finna stay. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to drink a water. I go to the nearest corner store, use the restrooms I got to, but I'm gonna get in my car. I ain't going nowhere without a car. He said, "Hey, come take me home." I ain't going nowhere without my own vehicle. But she's nasty, bro. You better get up out of there, bro. But I have when I was younger, much younger. I was dating this person. Well, one date. And I went to her house to pick her up, and the house was filthy, just like that. I was nice about it, but that was the first and last time we ever saw each other. Heck no, we ain't doing that. But it is what it is, man. Let's move to the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop being stupid, okay?
Okay.
If you go out with a person, I don't care who you are or what gender you are. If you go out with somebody, make sure you have your own money. And when you go out with people, stop ordering things from the menu that you know you couldn't pay for yourself. Because a lot of people do that. It's not just women, it's not just men. Both sides do it. So I'm not going to direct it towards one gender or another. So when you go out with somebody, order from the side of the menu that you know you can also pay for if that person wasn't paying. So stop digging into somebody else's pockets just because you know you're spending their money. And when you do go out with someone, make sure you have your own money. Okay? Don't be so reliant on somebody else. Have your own stuff. Don't be crazy. Too many of us are going out here and you don't have your own stuff, and then you get left behind. Somebody leaves you somewhere because you rode with them. You don't have any money to get home. Now you have to call people. Be independent like that. Have your own stuff.
I was never a big fan of going somewhere without money. If I didn't have any money and my partners got money, they was like, man, I'm like, nah, I ain't going. You know what I mean? Because I believe in having my own. And she's absolutely right. Some people, you could take some people. I remember hearing the conversation about these two women when I was in the corporate America. They was like, girl, I'm going to tell him to take me to Nobu's. I always wanted to go to Nobu's, but it's so expensive. So he asked me where we going. I'm going to tell him I want to go to Nobu's. Yeah, Nobu's is pretty expensive. You know, me and my wife went there. I think I dropped about $500. But if you can't afford to go somewhere, why you trying to, like old girl said, why you trying to dig in somebody else's pocket, man? And what if he couldn't afford Nobu's? Now what? You don't like him no more? So yeah, always have your money and always eat off on the side of the menu that you can afford. I'm with her on that. 100. It is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
And this, you couldn't have told me that at almost 50 years old that I would be single, that I would still be in this crazy dating game, that I would be not without a husband. You couldn't have paid me. Okay. If you know the kind of value that I hold, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, maybe you'll find out someday. But for those that know, and if don't nobody want to know, I know. You just couldn't have paid me to think or ever know that at almost 50, that the road that I have traveled in the romantic department would have been this hard. You couldn't have paid me for this. I just always felt like good men find good women and vice versa. What's so hard about that?
Ain't nothing hard about it, Mama. I just think that, yeah, good men find good women and vice versa. But at the same time, when it comes to value, man, your value to that man might not be the same value to the guy over here. You know what I mean? He might want you to make $200,000, but this guy might just want you to respect him and be his peace. So whatever value you might or might not have, I don't know. Evidently you ain't met the right man that values your value, or whatever that might be. You know what I mean? But I can tell you, it is more women out here than men. It's definitely men have the pick of the litter right now, and women who have husbands, they ain't trying to give them up. You know what I mean? They doing everything to keep their husband and keep their husband occupied. So a lot of men out here is running through the same women, or you sleeping with the same man everybody else sleeping with or won't. You know what I mean? So yeah, the dating game I heard is full of piss right now, and that's it is what it is. So, but Isaiah 4:1 speaks to that. It'll be multiple women after one man. But let's move to the next one.
So I'm gonna put y'all on some shit. Whenever it's too much good shit happening where you at, it's some dark shit happening behind the scenes. Everybody was so blinded by the fact that the Sixers just got LeBron, and then they blinded us some more and said the Phillies just got Luis Arias. Whole time behind the scenes, they about to close down 20 fucking schools in Philadelphia. So where the fuck are these kids gonna go to school at? Nice try, wrong guy. I was happy for a quick second, but we back to what the fuck matter. Where the fuck is these kids going to school at? And whose idea was it for them to close down these fucking, 17 schools? Whose idea was it? And then where the fuck is the money going to go to that y'all was putting into these 17 schools? Somebody behind the scenes making their pockets fat and about to fuck up everything for real. And then y'all thought it was enough just to be like, oh yeah, the Sixers getting LeBron. Oh yeah, and then the Phillies about to get Luis Arias. Oh yeah, and then the Eagles about to start back up. No, fuck all that for right now. What about these schools? Hey man, Shay man, we might have to start coming the fuck together. Somebody gonna have to start the petition. Some gonna have to give. We can't let them just start fucking the city up and just putting bullshit in our face and being okay.
Yeah, they gonna do that. They are gonna do that, and you gonna be okay with it unless you go out there and start raising some serious cane. But yeah, you always got to look when they up here talking about celebrating over here. You got to see what they really doing. Like a lot of bills up in the House of Representatives in D.C. get passed at midnight. You know what I mean? While we all sleeping. So you always got to keep your peoples on. And I don't think that, and they probably gonna close these schools down in the inner city. Or the low income areas. I'm sure they're closing them down. So yeah, you got to go to your local congressmen, your local politicians, and fight. And hopefully they'll tell them or threaten to get them voted out. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't get involved in the local area like that. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
Well, let's look at it. Today's kids know nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
big facts.
We're in so much trouble if somebody doesn't start teaching these kids something. I do payroll, and I have had kids come to me all the way like 16 to 20 and say, my check's not right. And I'll say, oh, okay, well, let's look at it. And they're like, I should have got more than this. And then I have to explain to them about taxes. They have no clue about taxes. They didn't know they had to pay taxes. They didn't know there was more than one kind of tax. I mean, just crazy stuff like that. Then they're like, well, I worked more hours than this. I'm like, okay. And they say, I worked yesterday. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't cover yesterday. This covers the past 2 weeks. Yesterday will be on your next check. And I have to go over everything with them. I have even had to show these kids where you put a stamp on an envelope. They know nothing. They know nothing. What is going on with kids today? What is going on with school? We used to learn this kind of stuff in school. Somebody needs to teach them.
I can't even fault the teachers anymore, man. Some of these kids are so unruly, you know what I mean? And some of the parents is just as ignorant and don't want to correct their kids, so they send them off to school, just be so disrespectful to the teachers. So there were some good teachers out, and there still are some great teachers out there. But some of these kids so dang disrespectful, man. It disrupt the whole class. You know what I mean? Now, taxes and payroll, they should know that. But you know, when they took the cursive out to school. When I was in school, we had automotive. They were teaching us about school, working on vehicles. We had accounting class where we knew how to write checks and balance the checkbook. We had a wood shop. We had home ec. I don't know if they got those things no more, but we had all that stuff, man, teaching us the basic life skills. And today, man, don't seem like you're right. Don't seem like they are learning anything anymore. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one. I would never date a white man again.
Where the fuck your mom's house at, huh?
I'm going back to my car.
Where the fuck your mom's house at, huh?
You just ripped my clothes off. Like, why are you doing this?
I'm ripping my
Okay.
Fuck off, man. Huh?
Okay.
Wow.
You shut the fuck up, bro. Rip my clothes off, bro. Say that shit one more time, bro. I swear to God, I'll rip this shit off of you. I'll kill you.
What is it here?
I'll kill you.
Dang.
I give a fuck about you, please.
Dang.
I give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about me. How the fuck I give a
But it seems like he out there. The grass ain't always green on the other side. Let me say that. I'm a big believer. If you water your grass, it'll be just greener. My man said he'll rip your clothes off, and he'll actually he'll delete you. Mama, when somebody talking to you like that, you have to believe them. I don't care what color they are, white, black, green, yellow. You know what I mean? If somebody acting like that toward you, they do not respect you, they do not like you, and they will hurt you. And this usually is the tip of the iceberg. And probably he probably had little red flags before you ignored them, and now he's really truly acting out. So get home safe. Hopefully you get back to your car and get home safe. It is what it is, y'all. Let's move to the next one.
Genuine question.
Okay.
So if the job market is cooked, side hustles are cooked, people don't have money to buy things, people don't even hardly have money to pay you for things, what are you supposed to do? I feel like we're living in a world right now where there's no longer like a blueprint, a format. There's nothing to follow. There's nothing that people can just tell you to go try and do that's going to work. Like, I'm about to lose my car. I can't pay my electric bill anymore because it's too expensive. I don't have water at my house. Like, what is anybody supposed to do? Because I don't know where y'all are at. But like, I'm literally about to hit absolute rock bottom. And I don't even know how I'm going to not stay at rock bottom because nothing's working. So, I mean, I could sit here and ask you, when are we finally going to do something about it? But it's just like, when all of the systems in our reality are completely crumbling underneath our feet, like, what advice does anyone really have to give anymore? I mean, obviously I'm fucking talking to the camera, but like, what are we really gonna do? Like, is it gonna take enough of us not having electric bill in the worst? Or like how much do we have to sit here and keep sacrificing and giving up? Like, homelessness is going to increase. People not being able to afford things is still going up. And now it's at the teetering point where, it's not like there's any going back. There is no going back.
Yeah. I don't think we can go back anywhere if we wanted to, man. So much stuff is going on right now. Like I talk all the time, people losing houses. They say foreclosure is up 20% right now. Repos is 15,000 a day, which is like 3.2 million cars a year. I think last month they lost 23,000 jobs, which is never coming back. These jobs is gone forever. So I think people right now, backs are against the wall. Now I always tell people, and I know I get a lot of pushback on this. I be telling people to tribe up. See if you got family members you can link up with. Because being out here on your own, man, it's finna get really, really expensive. You can see with the data centers, they're pushing the light bills through the roof. Water bills is through the roof, man. So I tell people, man, either you're gonna have to be living in your car, so you're gonna have to travel with family members, man, because it is getting pretty rough out here. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
Subaru charges you a monthly subscription fee to be able to remote start your car. PSA to anybody looking for a new car. Didn't know that when I got the car. I specifically asked, is there remote start? And they were like, yep, no problem. Get home, try to remote start the car with my keys. Doesn't work. I Google everything, doesn't work. I called the dealer and he's like, oh, well, you have to pay for the monthly subscription service to remote start your car. And I was like, I don't want to. And he said, well, it's great. There's a lot of great features in the app. You're gonna love it. And I was like, I don't want any of the features. I just want to remote start my car. So you actually have to pay for 2 services to remote start your car. There's like the safety package, which is however many dollars a month. And then there's a security package. And you can only get the security package if you get the safety package. So it's like $15 a month to remote start your car if you get a Subaru. Now I called and complained and there was some promo or whatever and I was able to get it for $5 a month for the year. But now it just keeps charging my card a $1 hold and not actually going through. So PSA to everybody, because I know we're all sick of subscription-based services in the year 2026. Yes. If you're getting a new Subaru and you want to remote start your car or use any of the features on the app like lock, unlock, lights, trunk, etc., you have to pay a monthly subscription fee. PSA to anybody looking for a new car, because I don't know what other dealers are doing this, but Subaru for sure is. So PSA to anybody looking for a new car. Ask if you have to pay a monthly subscription fee for the app or to remote start your car. You're welcome.
Hey, most salesmen gonna lie to you. They just want to get that deal done. And I'm gonna be honest with you. They if you be like, hey, I need a subscription. Does this car come with a subscription? They gonna be like, no, you good. Here's the app. They might even go in there and pay for it themselves for you the first month, and then your car don't start the next month. So salesmen, man, they ain't gonna give you the truth. But I see a lot of people and a lot of companies is going to subscription-based items. One refrigerator company, I won't call the name, they're doing a $29 a year subscription to have an ice maker with your refrigerator to keep making ice. That's crazy. I won't buy that brand, and I won't buy a car that's got any subscription to heating seats or auto start or anti-fault mirror. I ain't doing it, man. So I'm gonna be probably finna go old school again. I'm going back. I miss my old truck that got totaled, man. I always talk about it so much, I miss it. But I'm going back old school. It is what it is. Let's go to the next one.
This has to be fucking illegal, California. I don't give a fuck with nobody. This is not legal. Somebody gotta look this fucking shit up. This fucking greedy ass shit. What the fuck is this? You gotta be fucking lying. That's almost $7 for a gallon of gas. Suck my fucking dick. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be joking. How is this fucking legal? Explain it to me. Ain't no way. You paying $7 fucking for gas.
That's crazy.
Hell no. Whoever the fuck we got in office right now, get their fucking ass out. It ain't no way that we paying $7 for a gallon of fucking gas. Suck my whole fucking dick.
Hey, let me say this. I love to tell people this. Trump don't run nothing. Biden didn't run nothing. Obama didn't run nothing. Bush didn't run nothing. It's that shadow government that nobody see runs everything. They just the faces. They just figureheads. So when people like, we got to get him out of office, he ain't running nothing. He doing what he told to do. Let me say that. You know what I mean? So I be laughing at people, man. When you think there's a Democrat and Republican and all that, man, them cats same wing. What is it? Same wing of the same bird or whatever. How the saying is, them cats together, bro. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Because when Biden was in, he ain't really do nothing. When Trump in, he ain't really doing nothing. Obama, he ain't really doing nothing. So, man, whatever. Stop crying about the person in office. It ain't them. They can't do anything for you, and they don't run anything. But $7 for gas, $6.79 is a lot of money. Here in Georgia, I think, in my area, I think I'm paying $4.29 today. And it's wearing our pockets out. But I saw an article where they said the Strait of Hormuz is not even going to open back up to 2029. Don't know how true that is, but if that is true, you can expect gas to get even higher come around the holidays. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
And people are turning down promotions left and right because leadership has made those roles unbearable. Middle managers are drowning. Expectations are high, support is low, and everyone above them thinks that everything is fine. This is perfect the way it's going. It's not. People are turning down promotions not because they lack ambition. It's because they see the actual cost. They see the managers working 60-hour work weeks, absorbing pressure from every single direction, and still getting blamed when every single little thing goes wrong.
Yes.
I once worked for a manager who said, I never worked this hard a day in my life, and I never felt less appreciated. That is a crisis. So here's what needs to be done. For my leaders, the ones above these managers, give your people clarity, a realistic workload along with the authority to complete it, set the intent, provide the resources, and get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
To my middle managers, stop trying to carry everything. Learn to delegate, learn to say no, push back professionally when the work is simply unrealistic. Leadership should elevate your life. It shouldn't crush it. Promotion without support, that's just simply punishment.
And there's a lot of that going on, man. There's a lot of these corporate, especially in the exec or the middle management, that from that senior manager to first director, man, they catch it. They catch it from the bottom and they catch it from the top. At that level, man, I got a partner who's a senior director. They get cussed at that level. They cuss each other out in these meetings. And at the end of the day, usually the VPs, CEOs, and the CEOs still making the decisions, even though these middle management is still pretty much on the front line. So, yeah, I 100% agree with you, man. It's tough. And a lot of people are turning down promotions. They're ready to just be techs and engineers and leave that other stuff alone. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
Jobs were lost in the month. 23,000 jobs were lost in the month of July. And our unemployment rate is to 4.1%. And anyone who thinks that we're not having a crisis with the job market is absolutely delusional. Like, people have commented on my video saying that they've worked at Google, and can't find a job for over a year. And I'm to the point where I haven't got a job interview for 4 months. It took me 4 months to get the interview that I've gotten now, and that I'm in the process of maybe getting a job for. It took me 4 months. And if I don't get this job, I'm going to have to start the process all over again. If it takes me another 4 months, that's 8 months fucking wasted.
Yeah.
8 months of my life fucking wasted just waiting to hear back from somebody, just hoping. All the networking and all the other shit isn't working. It's not working. I see so many people comment on my videos and say they spend so much time tailoring their resumes to the job description. They spend so much time reaching out to people on LinkedIn and trying to network. They spend so much time even trying to find places to go in person, and it's not working. It's absolutely ridiculous, and that's where the fuck we're at, and I'm terrified.
And there's some jobs out here. I think a lot of these companies are just creating some fake phantom jobs, but majority of the jobs that was created in the last 10 to 20 years, and possibly even 30 years, was government jobs, was federal jobs. They created a lot of jobs, so it's always seemed like we had just abundance of jobs. And then when Doge came in and wiped those jobs out, you know what I mean, got rid of a lot of these jobs, and these people's out here in the workforce just like everybody else. And these private sector companies are not hiring like that. They're not hiring, man. And then you just seen what just happened when everybody just got tariff rebate checks, man. Hundreds of billions of dollars, man. Hundreds of millions, I would say. That's crazy. So that money could have went to the people, man, to help the people pay their everyday bills. But it is what it is, man. This is the time we're living in. Let's move to the next one.
And so I've been applying to a lot of jobs lately. And, you know, after you apply to so many jobs, a lot of recruiters start hitting you up.
Okay.
So I just got a recruiter that emailed me. Okay, they said a remote job. Okay, good. 3 months contract, bad, but okay, what's next? Wednesdays through Saturdays, you work. You off Thursday and Fridays. Okay, what's the time looking like? 7:30 to 3:30 p.m. Okay, what's the pay rate?
$9 an hour?
Do you know the pay rate said $9 fucking dollars? $9?
That's low. That's really low.
Oh my gosh, y'all. We are fucked. There's no way y'all giving out jobs for $9. $9 fucking dollars.
That is what? What's that? $1.75 more than minimum wage. The federal minimum wage still to today is $7.25. However, man, $9 an hour is you can't even you can't live. You can't have a place to stay with $9 an hour. The average 1-bedroom apartment here in the state of Georgia, where I'm pretty much at, is like $1,500. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to be in a safe neighborhood. So $9 an hour is not going to even get you approved for that. You barely paying your car note with $9 an hour. They say the average car payment today is $700 to $1,200. That's kind of expensive for my blood. You know what I mean? I like my cars, but I like the ones that I don't have to pay for. I'm just being honest with you. I like to ride with no payment. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, let's move to the next one.
The job market is so fucked. Where are we applying for jobs? Where are we putting in our applications at? What am I missing? What am I not grasping? What am I doing wrong?
Showing them that
I think it's the fact that I'm using Indeed, because Indeed is fucking me right now. I just would like a job. I really would just like a simple, easy, part-time job. Any advice? Any help? Any thoughts? Let me know.
Yeah, don't show them that side you just showed us. You know what I mean? Because they're going to think you might need a little medicine. You know what I mean? I understand we kind of screwed out here, but mama, you can't show them that side right there. You got to go in these interviews and play it real cool, because they're going to be like, oh, I think she a little doo-doo, you know what I mean? But no, yeah, it's tough out here for everybody. But it is what it is, man. Let's move to the next one.
Y'all let me know in the collective, and I'm talking my spiritual people, my people who are waking up in this new timeline. Do you want to work?
Nope.
How are you feeling about going to your job?
I just want to get paid.
No matter how early I get started, I can never be on time. And the thing about it is, I'm getting to the point now where I don't even care. I don't care. I'm here now. I don't care. And I like what I do. I love what I do. I love helping people. But I know that the abundance that I seek, the money I want in my bank account, is not going to come from here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to continue to nourish my ideas.
Okay.
These $1 million ideas that Source is giving me. And I'm going to continue to care about how I feel. But y'all let me know in the collective how y'all feeling about y'all job. That just above broke thing. Are y'all kind of feeling some resistance to that? Is there anybody who has quit their job and is relying on Source? And if so, let me know how that's going. But we got to get to the point to know that this is slavery. Working for anybody is slavery. Okay? Source wants us to nourish our own ideas. That's where your abundance, that those numbers that you seeking in your bank account are going to come from. Okay? Yeah. I want to be here.
Yeah, I don't think nobody want to be at a job, especially this day and time. But we have to do it to maintain our lifestyle, what little lifestyle that we might have at this particular point, because things are so expensive. I do believe you have to nurture your gift. And when I looked up most millionaires, they was entrepreneurs. Nobody really never got wealthy or rich by working for somebody or being employed. You know what I mean? Most rich or wealthy people became that by being entrepreneurs with a gift. So keep working on your gift, Mama. I hope you get there. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
Nice. I've mentioned before that my daughter just moved back up here from Florida.
Okay.
And
hope she's doing good.
Her in-laws, soon to be former in-laws, hopefully soon, are disgusting people. They are just all nice and friendly Southern people when you meet them. Oh, hi, how you doing? And then when you're in town with them and they see some black people, because these people have been in that neighborhood, that town, McClinney, Florida, for generations. They see a black person, they shake their hand. Hi, how you doing, Claudette? Oh, you just look so pretty today. And then they turn around, they get the hand sanitizer out, and they go, oh, I don't like shaking those people's hands. It's just fucking just awful, disgusting behavior. It's the whole town. The whole town. Everybody, all the white people know everybody, and it's the school teachers, it's the judges, it's the cops. They're all friends, and they all feel the same way.
Man,
about
that's not good.
Their black residents, fellow residents down there. And it's sickening. It makes me want to throw up. I mean, once you get away from those people, you just need to take a shower. God damn. The hearts of many across this whole country, but especially in the South, are just dark and full of hate. While she lived down there, my daughter that is, I was sick with fear that she was going to become like them. And God, I'm so thankful she got away from there. And she sees it. She is not like those people. And thank God for it.
I just believe, man, just some people are just bad people. Let me say that. You know what I mean? I believe in treating everybody with a little respect. I try to watch the character of a person. And I like who like me. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you like Abel gonna like you, man. I don't care. I sit at the bar and drink a beer with anybody. You know what I mean? As long as we sitting there talking junk and we like me. But I prefer people to tell me, if you don't like me up front, let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know. That way I won't put myself in your presence. Not that I'm being disrespectful. I'd rather know up front, hey man, you don't rock with me. So if you don't rock with me, I'll be like, all right, cool. I won't put myself in an uncomfortable situation. So but yeah, I rock with people who rock with me. But you got people like this out here all the time. So this is just the time we live in. This is the country we live in, and it is what it is. But there's some good white folk out here, like there's some bad black folk out here. So it is what it is, man. Until next time, y'all be good, man. I'll talk to y'all tonight at 8:45.